Hey, Shalom, brothers and sisters. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Hey, it's your brother, Elder Bishop Thun, back at you with another video. Just going to be a quick lesson. As you can see on the screen, it says insect protein. And this lesson is basically just showing you more and more proof that the elites, which are the so-called Jews, right? They're so-called Jews. The elites of this corporation known as America, they refer to its own citizens, including other Edomites, as Goyim, which means sheep. They call them Goyim, they call them useless eaters. They refer to them as slaves, pursuant to Proverbs, right? The borrower is servant to the lender. So this corporation, America, and all the citizens or employees in it, which the word employee means slave. The citizens or the slaves of this corporation known as America, what they are being fed is slop, slave food, slop. And there's an article sent to me right here regarding Tyson Foods. Now everybody knows Tyson Foods. You go in your freezer and you see them. They make chicken and other things. I don't eat them personally. I don't think I ever have, but I know that they sell frozen chicken. And it says Tyson Foods scales up investment in insect protein maker for global food chain. And this was released February 26, 2024, which was not too long ago. So I just did a little research, and actually I got this video here. This is my first time watching it. I'm going to play it. I might have seen this one before, but I remember years ago, and I'm sure a couple of you brothers too, maybe you sisters, you've heard this news a couple of years ago where they were going to put insect protein in the food. And here it is, you know. It's here. So anyway, let me play this video, see what they're talking about, and then I might read a little bit of the article here, and then I got a scripture I want to go into, which prophesied that this was going to happen. You know, us eating this slop, this crap. So here we go.
Mealworm powder. This is cricket dust. Manduka sex dust.
There are over 2,000 types of edible insects with wildly different flavor profiles, textures, and functionality. That alone is a chef's playground.
We're going to be making a cold sesame noodles with the amazing cicadas, one of my all-time favorite insects, if not my favorite insect.
As a self-styled edible insect ambassador, the chef believes these can be a nutritious and tasty addition to our diet. From cicadas to scorpions, Yoon is on a mission to normalize edible insects around the world, one dish at a time.
We don't have an understanding of how to integrate insect protein into our food. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is be able to present people with this wonderful cornucopia.
All right, that's all I needed to see. I mean, this guy, this heathen is all excited. Like he's excited. He's he's about to bust one. You know, talk about this this exciting cornucopia of insects. Now the Lord said we're gonna eat our bread defiled among the nations, and I'm gonna read that scripture. Lord's will, we're gonna go into that scripture. But why is the Lord doing this? Because the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments of foods to eat and not to eat. Even as far as insects or creeping things, there's laws on which insects. Now, something such as a locust, you can eat a locust, but you can't eat a spider, you can't eat a scorpion. Those things are not lawful. But Israel ate all types of creeping things. Mice, the scriptures talk about where they were eating, Israelites eating mouse. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. I mean, Israel just bugging out, man. Let me see if I can find it. It's been a minute. Okay, so here's some laws. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth. The weasel. Let's see what let's see what a weasel looks like, man. Yo, niggas will eat anything, man. Why would you eat like what? Why? Why would you look at this and say, yo, this is something I want to eat? Come on, man. Look, some of these animals, the way they look, you know you're not supposed to be eating these things, man. Like, how could you look at this and think yummy? Oh, man. The weasel, the mouse, right? I need to pull out a mouse. The mouse, a turtle. You're not supposed to eat a turtle. You know, you got something called turtle soup. Niggas eat turtles. Niggas eat frogs. Alright, so this is Isaiah 66 and 17. I mean, it's funny, but it's not. It's funny because these niggas went to like the extreme with the heathenism. So the Lord said, okay, alright, you want to eat mice? You want to eat weasels? Alright, well, you're going to eat your food defiled among the Gentiles. Right? And this guy right here, where is he at? This guy's a Gentile. So this is a dude that's he's probably a top chef at Tyson. You know, they probably hired this dude, and he's a top chef, throwing the insects up in there. You know, he said scorpion, cicadas. You know what cicadas are? I don't even know if I can spell that joint, but cicadas are, when is it? When it's about to be fall? No, when it's like going into the springtime, and you hear that loud noise at night, right? You hear those loud noises at night, and you see in the trees, and you see like this big insect, and you see the shell of it stuck in a tree, and it's got these big claws. Those are cicadas. You're not supposed to eat them things. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know how to spell cicada. I don't know how to spell that. Let's see. Cicada. There we go. These things right here. Let me see if I can pull up the sound clip. I got this new mic set up, so Lord as well is recording all this. So let me play this, see what they talking about.
Cicadas, and everybody thinks they're locusts, but here's the thing, is cicadas and locusts are different things. Locusts can be very, very detrimental to crops here in Montana and really around the world. But stages. Now, first of all, look at this thing right here. That thing looks like a beast, but it's dead because it's not really the bug anymore. It's the exoskeleton. So what happens is this thing crawls out of the ground every summer, and usually this...
Okay, right. So you see them things in the trees. Usually you see the shell, but at night they make a noise, you know, with their wings. And yeah, they're gonna be putting that in Tyson food. So don't be buying no Tyson foods, you know. So let's go back to the scripture. It says, "They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh." That's the pig, the pork. And the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together. So niggas eating everything. They got something called gumbo, right? Let me do something real quick. Authentic New Orleans style gumbo. Now I've been in New Orleans, and man, they put anything they could catch with their hands or with a trap. They'll cook that shit up. It don't matter what it is. If it crawls, and you could catch it with a trap or you could grab it, they will cook it and eat it. Even if it's roadkill or something has been half eaten, they'll eat that shit. Crocodile, it don't matter what it is. Crocodile, alligator, a mouse, cockroach, anything they can fit in a pot, they'll cook it up. All right, so let's see what the ingredients are for this one. I'm bracing myself. Oh man, let me see. Let me see. Let's see, ingredients. Okay, so this one, shrimp, you know, crab meat, You know, you're not supposed to eat shrimp. You're not supposed to eat crab meat. But this is a delicacy, man. And especially our people, man. And the black woman, she'll go get the biggest jumbo shrimp or crab legs that she gets her hands on. And look how hard it is to get to the meat. You need a hammer. You got to hammer that shit, and the meat is flying everywhere. You know you're not supposed to get to it. You know you're not supposed to be eating that stuff. A crustacean has basically got body armor on it. A lobster, a crab, it's got armor. And you need tools to open that bitch up. So you know you're not supposed to be eating that thing. I mean, niggas are crazy, man. In the world, man, I never liked crab. I never liked shrimp. Any of that stuff. Oysters. I never liked oysters. I never even tried it, man. I might have tried a shrimp. You know, I didn't want to, but you know, your mom forces you to eat that shit. Especially if you go to somebody else's house, they'll force you to eat abominations so you don't disrespect, you know, so you don't make that person feel disrespected. Your mom will force you to eat an abomination. Shrimp and sausage gumbo. You know that's a pork sausage. Look at this. I don't even want to know what's in this one right here. I don't want to. What the fuck is this? I don't want to know. But you see why niggas is dying of diabetes, heart attacks, they're overweight, water retention, they got fat ass ankles and joints because it's holding water and salt from all this bullshit that they eat, which contains no nutrition. This stuff, all the things the Most High said not to eat. Check out, look, do an experiment, check out all the creatures the Most High said not to eat. Check out what those creatures eat. They eat nothing but garbage. There's a saying out there, you are what you eat, and that is so true. Like a shrimp. Shrimp eat garbage. Crab eats garbage. What's another thing niggas love is catfish. Catfish eat garbage. This is why they stay at the bottom of the ocean. If something makes its way to the bottom of the ocean, you know that shit is not alive, it's dead. And if it's alive, it's there to eat up all the dead shit falling from above. Common sense, man. So, let's just go into the scripture. I believe it's Ezekiel 4. Okay. So this is Ezekiel 4. We're going to read it down a little bit. This is the Most High talking to Ezekiel. Ezekiel. It says, Thou also, son of man, take the tile and lay it before thee, and portray upon it the city, even Jerusalem, and lay siege against it, and build a fort against it, and cast a mount against it, and set camp also against it, and set battering rams against it round about. Moreover, verse 3, Take thou unto thee an iron pan, and set it for a wall of iron between thee and the city, and set thy face against it, and it shall be besieged, and thou shalt lay siege against it. This shall be a sign to the house of Israel. The Most High always sends warning shots first through his prophets. So the Most High instructed Ezekiel to do this because this was a symbolic to what was to come for Israel. Was captivity after captivity up until this very day. March 2024, still in captivity. Why do you think they're serving us insects? Right? This is the plan, and this is insect protein. Look at these insects. This is what they're gonna put in the foods. Cause you gotta remember what they're yeah, a lot of foods already got insect protein, like a lot of these excuse me, protein bars. And when you see these flavors like orange, red berries, cacao and coconut, blueberry and almond, it doesn't have blueberry and almond in it, or coconut or red berries. It is red berry, coconut and almond flavored. So they pick bugs, insects that taste like almonds and taste like coconuts, and they throw them up in the protein bar. I mean, this is disgusting. Maggots. So, you know, you got to go into the law, because most of this you cannot eat. Locusts you can eat. You damn sure not supposed to be eating no flies. I mean, goddamn. So this means, let me see if I can find it. what this means here, banana bread made with coconut icing is made with cricket flour. Damn. So when you buy shit, brothers, really look at the ingredients. So this is what they plan to put in the food. Damn, I came in. Let me see if I can open this up. Look at this. So this is what they plan to put in our foods. Remember, the part of the NWO is having everybody in a slave position, slave master relationship. So the American citizens are basically, Earth is going to become a slave colony. I forgot the name of the movie with John Travolta. But they showed you that it might be Elysium. I might be wrong. Maybe it's Elysium, but they show that Earth has become a slave colony, and what they plan on doing is basically have everybody on a welfare check. You get a subsidized living, and you get a voucher, every week or however they plan on doing it, to where basically you get a salary from the government, right? And part of that, is to give you slave food, slop. And so this is what you can look forward to being in the foods. Ants, bees, flies, right? And the majority of these are abomination termites. All right. So all you that want to have your future here in America, you're projecting 30 years ahead, 10 years ahead, generational wealth and being here in Babylon. This is what you have to look forward to, right? This is why the Lord got to get us the hell up out of here. So it says, verse 3, moreover, take thou unto thee an iron pan, and set it for a wall of iron between thee and the city, and set thy face against it, and it shall be besieged, and thou shalt lay siege against it. This shall be a sign to the house of Israel. Verse 4, lie thou also upon thy left side, and lay the iniquity of the house of Israel upon it, all the sins of Israel. According to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon it, thou shalt bear their iniquity. And we're still in slavery to this day in 2024 because Jake don't learn. Why do you think the Lord said the whole head is sick? And he said you will just revolt more and more. So the more hell the Most High put on Israel, the more they go off. They just don't click in their head. So until this day, Israel was still in slavery. Physical slavery and mental slavery. Verse 5, for I have laid upon thee the years of their iniquity, according to the number of the days, 390 days, so thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Israel. Verse 6, and when thou hast accomplished them, lie again on thy right side, and thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Judah 40 days. I have appointed thee each day for a year. Damn. Verse 7, therefore thou shalt set thy face towards the siege of Jerusalem, representing what? Captivity. And thine arm shall be uncovered, and thou shalt prophesy against it. And we're prophesying to this day because they plan on laying siege again. The time of Jacob's trouble. Verse 8, and behold, I will lay bands upon thee, and thou shalt not turn thee from one side to another till thou hast ended the days of thy siege, representing what? Captivity. We're in bands right now. Right now we are in what they call, we are in paper slavery. And when their plans is to pass or to have everybody take this MOTB, so now you're what? In digital slavery, which we're in the transition of that now, right? Everything now is stored on your phone and stored online is digital slavery. Verse 9, take thou also the wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. Verse 10, and thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight 20 shekels a day. From time to time thou shalt eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of a hin. From time to time thou shalt drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung, that cometh out of man in their sight. Shit. And this is representing the food that Israel was going to be subject unto as what? As slaves. As being in captivity. We're not kings, so why would you expect a king's diet? You know what Edomites eat? Let me show you something. Let me show you. This is the type of stuff they eat, right? Now, if we were living like kings, like Esau does, let me see if I can pull this up. This is a type of beef called Wagyu ribeye. So this is for about 12 pounds, $1,200. Well, $1,300. $1,300. Okay. So this is how, if we were kings, this is the type of foods we'd be eating. Japanese Wagyu ribeye. $1,300 for 12 to 13 pounds. And if you want to get like 1 or 2 pounds, that's like $300 or $400. All right, let's see if we can find. Okay. This is Amazon, so this is a cheaper price. Okay, Wagyu Wild Fork Food. So let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Okay, this is a 12-ounce steak. You could go to American Steakhouse or your local steakhouse. You get a 12-ounce for what? $20, $30. Okay, but if you want to get some good steak, some Wagyu beef, you're paying almost $200. This is Amazon. If you want to get 5 to 6 pounds, you're paying $829. You want 12 to 13 pounds, you're paying $1,500. All right. But what do they subject us unto? Insect protein. Because they look at us as what? Useless eaters, slaves, less than nothing, sheeple. A useless eater is worth less than the animal. So for you out there that think that Esau loves you, the elites are looking out for your best interests, you know, America is a home of the free, land of the brave. You know, you're going out there and voting because the Republicans got your best interests or the Democrats got your best interests. This is a future for you. It's in the works right now. Matter of fact, you're probably eating insect protein right now and don't know it. Because if you're reading about it in the news, it's already out there. It's already out there. Like newsflash, by the time you hear something on the news or it pops up on the internet, it's too late. It's already there. It's already out there. So let's read on in Ezekiel a few more. Verse 12, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with the dung that cometh out of man in their sight. Verse 13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So that's the main point right there. You can read the rest at home. But this is why we're getting fed this. And this cheap ass crab beef and the crab meat that we have in the supermarkets. You go to the supermarket, you buy some beef. You know, and what they do is they put old beef in there and they'll put some coloring to make it look fresh. Because the beef takes at least six to 8 months to get to the supermarket. The meat is old as hell by the time it gets to the supermarket. Even the vegetables, by the time the vegetables hit your local supermarket, half of the year already went by. This is why they put preservatives. This is why they put that wax, you know. Bill Gates, he owns the majority of the factories that send the fruits, and he owns the wax, the company that puts the wax on the fruits, which is highly dangerous. It's a hormone disruptor, but it keeps the vegetables looking fresh. But the vegetables took 6 to 8 months to get to the shelf. And by the time you get to the store and pick one up, who knows how long it's been in the back of the market, you know? But the delivery process takes about 6 to 8 months. What they call from farm to table, or from farm to the supermarket. It takes over half a year to get there. So, look, man, the Lord ain't fucking around. Whatever the Lord said was going to come to pass has come to pass. You know? So what do we have to look forward to? The time of Jacob's trouble. MOTB. All hell breaking loose. Race riots. So strap up your seatbelts, so to speak, your spiritual seatbelts. So anyway, man, I hope this lesson was edifying. We didn't get to the article, you know, but I think the point was made. You could look this article up yourself, you know, but you get the point, right? So anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kagudash, shalom.